Test 1 2, testing 1 2. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back. Today we're going to be doing the fire signs live stream. Fire signs. That's going to be Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Turn it up just a little bit. Trying to keep it from canceling, but I think I fixed that setting. So this week, I'm going to continue using the Man's Tarot deck. And, of course, for the crystal scrying, using this Icelandic spar. So let's start with the sign of Aries. And Aries, if you would, just kind of let yourself relax. Let your mind wander. Think about how your day, your week has gone. How things went over the weekend. Something about the marsh. Somebody go to a marsh. If you came here today for a specific intention, go ahead and fix that intention now. Kind of allow it to come to the front of your mind. It takes a little while to shuffle this deck because it's huge. All right. That'll be good enough for now. A few of these here. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Grab this block of cards right here. And yeah, we'll look at these again. Okay. Time stamped. The Knight of Wands in reverse. This is an elemental fire energy of action. When it shows up reversed like this, there's something that you're antsy about waiting for, or it's time to take action on something, but you feel like you don't have the energy or resources for it. We have this card of the Comforter and the last round reversed. Oh, thank you, Obsidian. Thank you so much for coming. It's good to see you again. The Comforter, you can see, has this bunny rabbit on their lap. Very passive presenting, very inviting, but at the same time, very distant. There's a pensive sort of a waiting look on their face, as though they anticipate you to make the first move. Last round in reverse. Don't take the shot. This is a very similar energy to that Knight of Wands in the reverse. Almost like you're rushing into something and you're being warned against it. These two cards here. We have Death and the World card, both showing up reversed also. There's some kind of a cycle that needs to end, or a transformation that needs to happen. Or you're waiting for a transformation. You're waiting for something very big. King of Cups in the reverse can be about emotional manipulation sometimes, or a situation in which somebody uses their resources to emotionally manipulate people, to make them like them more, be more loyal. Can also be a dispute with a provider, somebody like a parent or a spouse possibly. We have Queen of Wands in the reverse also. So, Aries, this could be your energy showing up in the reading. There's a warning against these bad habits that come from insecurity, such that out of insecurity we start rumors about other people, or we gossip to make ourselves seem more interesting. A lot of these archaic type cards are coming out in your reading, the traditional style like this one. And a lot of reversals. We do have the Wheel of Fortune coming out in the upright later in the story. Let's unpack what's coming before that. A lot of reversals. All right, I can start with this Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is about how different options are open to you. So, you might be thinking of different ways to work through a situation at this time. So you're not ready to take action on it. And you might also not have thought yet about the best alternative for the situation. So we have a court musician card. This could be similar to the Fool. It could be similar to the Magician. In the corner, it is written playing card K. But no indication is given as to suit, other than he's playing the violin. Could be the knave of violins. He's coming out in the reverse. This option would have to do with something that might not be very stable. Could be a romance with a musician. Could just be a collaboration or shared project, though. And there's giving into something. We've got these two very strong cards coming out together of the Strength card and the Hierophant. There's a rejection of traditional values and giving into something. Possibly something with this person who probably doesn't mean you well, Aries. No offense. There are concepts that you have about your options at this time that are very distorted. This is like a funhouse mirror in reverse. And here we have this Lover's card, which is represented by this distance being life and death. So kind of overtones of the Death card here too. And I'm seeing a lot of this coming up in your reading, Aries, that you're kind of waiting for a deus ex machina moment, something to come into your life and make everything immediately better. And that's kind of what the Four of Cups is about. It's about not seeing your favorite option pop up yet. So now the Wheel of Fortune. Fortune turns in your favor. Oh, I just noticed this. So be careful who you run to for comfort. Be careful who your confidants are, because they might use that information against you. It's important to be able to confide in people and trust people, but just be careful. Because sometimes people pass things along that they don't even think are dangerous or important. But it could be something that you really didn't want other people to know. Ace of Wands reversed. So this is similar to this, the Knight of Wands coming out reversed, not taking that last shot. So we have that coming out again, that it might still not yet be time to act on this particular thing, but we're on the countdown. Before we had the two Knights of, or the Knight of Wands, the Firepower, and the Ace of Wands, counting down. Death card reversed. This Black Moon card reversed. The Black Moon is everything that separates us from each other. All of the ways that you are othered when you are among people. And so you can look at your Black Moon placement and see what traits might come up for you. But this coming out reversed, also look at the oppositional placement, the shadow placement. Yeah, we have like continuing to kind of be in this melancholy energy of like, when's it my turn? When am I going to get to, experience the great beyond? The key to this whole process, Aries, and this is going to conclude your reading for this week, is the Two of Wands. This is planning. It is charting your course. It is getting everything ready for the future that you desire to have, because the countdown is on. You're getting closer all the time. It's going to be important to know exactly what you want, however, and not be held back by, this is a weird situation. I'm not quite sure what this represents because it could be different for everybody. But, excuse me, where we have, could be like a marriage to a bozo. I don't know. But if it's not a relationship, it could also be, a workplace that maybe you're very passionate about, but it doesn't pay you enough money to live. And you feel like you have to give up on that, or that you have to have a job at all. I'll let you think about it yourself, Aries. That is going to conclude the Aries reading for this week. So now I'm going to go on to do the sign of Leo. And I do want to briefly mention that after... Oh, hi Jason, thank you for coming. Hi Jared, welcome back. It's good to see you guys. I do crystal scrying over on the members side of the channel after each tarot live stream. But of course, your participation in the channel, whether that's watching, liking, sharing, subscribing, ringing the little bell for notifications, you know the drill. All of those things are so greatly appreciated. Thank you. Oh, hi Kayla's lovely. Thank you so much for coming. It's good to see you. So now I'm going to shuffle for Leo. And Leo, if you would, just kind of relax and let your mind wander. Think about how your week has gone so far. Think about what direction you'd like to go from here, how you would like your upcoming weeks to look. Ask yourself a few questions, check in, just find out what's going on. all the way up on the top floor from the bottom floor. And if you came here to the reading with a specific intention, you can go ahead and establish that intention for the reading now. As I'm getting the cards shuffled. This is an enormous, enormous deck. It's very cool, but it's also very tricky to shuffle. But I'm almost done. Okay. Here we go. Okay, Leo. So start here. One more? No. Okay, start here. Go back, back, back. Yeah, to there. And then grab a couple cards. This one and this one. The first three off the top. We can always come back for more if we need them. Okay, my timestamp for Leo. Let's get started. It's possible there's something you've been doing for a long time. Now, this could be a job. It could be also something that is like a side hustle, that you are maybe a small business owner on the side. It could be passive streams of income. There's a certain amount of skill that goes into it, and you've gotten to the point where you're very experienced. We have a couple of people showing up. We got the King of Swords. We also have the Knight of Cups. Both of these cards are coming out reversed. Both of these people. Sometimes the King of Swords can be an analog for justice in the minor arcana. But paired with this Knight of Cups, I feel like those two go together. Knight of Cups could be water sign energy. The Knights are fire, could be a younger person. The King of Swords could be a Libra, could be somebody who's just very level-headed. Got this idea of mediocrity, and the Five of Cups is coming out. So disappointment because of mediocrity. We have an iteration of the Death card here. I really like this one. I love those pastel colors. That is so cool. The colors of these cards go together. Almost like this horse person is looking out over the Five of Cups. So even though this is the Death card, I almost kind of see it as like the Knight of Cups looking out over the Five of Cups. And how does the Knight of Cups relate to the Death card? We'll continue to think about course, Leo. One of your cards in the major arcana coming out reversed, but it's never bad to see this card. It just means that there are going to be things about it that you are not fully content with. Everything's not quite perfect. So a lot of times the Albright will come out with another femme presenting card. In this particular case, the Albright is disguising themselves as the Empress. I say femme presenting, I just haven't seen a case of a more masculine card yet. But it's almost as though there's this being inside who's all-powerful, all-knowing, but you're letting it chill behind this facade of passivity. You're just letting the crops grow. You're allowing fertile energy to proliferate. But all the while inside, there's something much more powerful stirring. I keep skipping over this Nine of Swords. It's a very busy card. I do like the way it's illustrated quite a bit, but of course the Nine of Swords is all about stress. And I feel like there's not a lot of stress, this card being in the reverse. But a lot of times when this comes out in the reverse, like you're inventing a lot of problems for yourself. I'm going to put this here with the Knight of Cups and the King of Swords. We have two queens coming out, one upright, one reversed. So there's this energy, Leo, of partying and fun, but perhaps like the more nurturing side, the warm and giving Queen of Pentacles. We're giving emotionally, but we're not giving financially, maybe. There's a certain amount of partying and celebration with the Queen of Cups, but she's upright, so it's not like out of control. A lot of water energy. Queen of Pentacles, of course, water of earth. Yeah, I think mostly what this has to do with is just not being able to procure necessarily the resources that would be helpful to you at this time. Not that you don't have any resources at all. Okay. Three of Pentacles. Somebody might be contacting you because of your specific skill set. So this isn't quite like a Page of Pentacles or a Ace of Pentacles, like a new job offer coming in necessarily, but more like an offer for a collaboration. Lightning in a bottle. So it could be a very successful project and probably a lot of fun. We have these two. It's kind of like a family reunion card. And there's two nines on it. The nine of like yard sports or whatever. The nine of bocce ball, perhaps. Nines are a completion, where they can be the penultimate. It's right before you get to that next cycle. So especially with the passive suits, Nine of Pentacles and Nine of Cups are seen very favorably in readings. So you could consider this like a Nine of Cups because of how much fun they're having. All right. Let's see what we have here. Could be something following a celebration that brings in a momentary financial difficulty. And this could have to do with someone trying to trick you or trying to manipulate you, because we have that Queen of Swords and the Devil coming out reversed with that situation. I might have to pull more cards about this, because there might, a lot of those, some of those cards are reversed. Maybe they can be helped. And this is what is going to lead to a loss of control in one's life. The Emperor in reverse can also be about authority figures being harsh and a lot of misinformation being spread around. We have that Page of Swords there. And then we have the Hand of the Hunter. So this might even go back to this other situation that this Hand of the Hunter is grabbing you for this opportunity. It's going to be a lot of fun. But I think this is kind of talking about some things that have to happen first. Because remember, in the very beginning, we had like that King of Swords and the Knight of Cups coming out reversed. King of Swords is elemental air. Knight of Cups is fire of water. So having put the fire out. And there's some kind of disappointment. So I think kind of like there's kind of an up and a down that's going on right now for Leos. That there are some very awesome things happening for you. And you know who you are. Looks like you're probably very confident at this time. Maybe things are almost perfect, as a matter of fact. There's just going to be a few more obstacles to overcome. And then that new thing is going to come in. And then there will be new obstacles to overcome. Don't worry. So that is going to conclude the Leo reading for this week. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to move on now to the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius. So if you would like to go ahead and just relax, let your mind wander, think about things that happened over the course of your day, maybe over the course of this week. Maybe you're thinking about stuff that happened 10 years ago that you could never ever change now. Just kidding. And if you did set an intention for the reading today, go ahead and put that intention into the reading. As I shuffle. And I'll take some cards. These ones here. I try not to look at them too much because I don't want to remember them, because that might spoil it if I'm like paying too close of attention. These three off the top. Okay. This bundle. Okay. And then I'm going to show you this one, but we'll put it back. Timestamp. Okay. And 36, 50, 7, okay. So I'm supposed to start here and then go there. Okay. Page of Pentacles reversed. So you could have gotten a job offer in the past, or you could be in the process of looking for a job or looking for a new source of income. A lot of surveillance, but an end to it. They're about to take this surveillance to its natural conclusion, and then you will be left in peace. And perhaps somebody might be going through the onboarding or interview process right now, and it might have been very grueling for you. It might have been a situation where it's like, well, do they want me for this job or not? We have the Death card, very cute, fluffy version of the Death card. So I'm invited at this time to share with you about myself that I take pictures of roadkill. Let me see if I have any. I think I took a picture of something recently that was cool. If I can find it really quickly, I'll show you guys. Yeah. Oh my God. Okay, so you can see I got this picture of a dead crow not too long ago. I don't remember what day that was. When was that? Oh, September 12th. Wow. So I like to take pictures of roadkill, and occasionally I'll come across like little body parts. Like one time I found a rabbit's foot and it had little pieces of sinew like coming out, like it had clearly been ripped off by a bird of prey. It was so intense. That's kind of what I think about with this card, Sagittarius, is that it's very approachable. It's like the cute, fun, animated version of death and darkness. And there's no darkness. It's all cute and fun. This is an iteration of the Seven of Cups, but we also have the dragonfly here. And the dragonfly can be a carrier of the human spirit. A lot of those flying insects like moths and butterflies and things are associated with that, and the dragonfly as well. So with this transformation is going to come a lot of opportunity, and that dragonfly is kind of carrying you, Sagittarius, to that new opportunity. Keeper of Swords. There's somebody who is perhaps a weapons expert, or somebody who just has like they could just have a lot of swords lying around. They could be an air sign. But the main energy with this person is that they are kind of, oh, hi, Maria. It's good to see you. The main energy of this person is that they're kind of harsh, kind of biting, I'm getting, and very much like a stickler. So, like, they expect you to have a photographic memory and remember every single word you ever said to them. And the Devil card is coming out with this, as well as the Page of Cups reversed. So there's somebody that maybe you're involved in things with them that are unhealthy. And it doesn't have to be a sexual relationship. It could also be like if you guys are roommates and you're getting into drugs heavy or something like that. I certainly don't judge. And it could just be codependent behavior that's not healthy for you. But there's some kind of offer that is not going to be made, that is not going to pan out in that situation. And so I guess the implication being that you should move on, which we get the Ace of Swords in the upright coming out after that. So, in that particular situation is kind of I feel like it's kind of a sideline, Sagittarius, to all this other stuff that's going on, but it has to do with this transformation. Like, that's, I think, potentially one of the things that you're going to have to leave behind. So the Infinity card coming out, and our digital footprints into perpetuity. And then the Lightning in the Bottle card got flipped around in my deck, so the back was up. So there's something about this that's being hidden. And it's because of so sometimes that lemniscate shows up on cards when that particular character of the major arcana is receiving power directly from infinite source energy. And I think there is a way for you to do this for yourself, Sagittarius, that is being hidden from you right now. It's like hidden, but it's in plain sight. It's like having a sticky note like on the middle of your forehead. I know that's a really frustrating thing to hear. We have King of Wands coming out in the reverse too. So this can be your energy in the reading. King of Wands can be kind of harsh, can have volatile mood swings, can be abusive. So I'm not sure. I don't know if that's the same person as the Keeper of Swords, because the Keeper of Swords also might be your energy, Sagittarius, and you're somebody who wants to have that morally upright way of being, that you want to make that change with everyone you're dealing with. So we have, I'm going to have to come back to this King of Wands. But we have the Ace of Cups coming out then after that. So there's going to be an emotional beginning. It could be that you get over a bunch of anger issues, Sagittarius. That is a possibility. We have Seven of Wands in the reverse. It looks like you'll be letting go of a lot of rivalries, either rising above it or that those things just are not important to you anymore. You're no longer doing those things. Giuseppe. Why always coming up upside down? So this is Giuseppe, and he instructs you to draw 3 cards from anywhere. If they do not bring you happiness, put them back where you found them and draw 3 more. You may repeat this as many times as you'd like. If any other players are looking or feeling left out, share some with them. So, I might use Giuseppe as a clarifier. I'm going to put him off to the side for now, but don't let me forget. There's like a lot of beginnings coming in here all together. We've got that Ace of Cups. We have the Ace of Accordions, which could be moving toward joy, a new cycle in your creative existence. And then we also have this card that just has a plain white circle on it. It's kind of like a blank slate. So there is a big renewal coming in for you. We had that death. We had a bunch of options come up. And now we're moving on into the next thing. There is conservation of resources. We have the 4 of Pentacles here. Oh, this one is Sagittarius. But again, if you have access to this... Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hit the mic. Then why do you need to conserve and save resources? I guess the tangible plane is a little bit different. The Magician and the Hermit are coming out together. So the Hermit is upright, the Magician is reversed. You are being instructed to look within at this time and commune with Source, and then wait to act on any manifestation or creative spell work. And that might be in reference to this seeking out new sources of resources. We have Death in reverse. So now we're waiting on the next change. So there's going to be a whole renewal cycle, and now we're waiting on the next thing to come through. We also have the card about dusk, the gloaming. It's when the light from the day leaves the surface of the planet. And here's some things that you're going to be dealing with at that point in the future. Boy, so many death cards in this deck. Really, one comes through like every 5 minutes or so. So we have this 3 of books where this fox or dog is trying to teach these turkeys how to read and write. Right now they're just working on the alphabet. But how does a dog know how to read and write? Let alone, how is this dog going to teach birds to read and write? It's kind of a fruitless exercise. But you never know. It could also be very dangerous. There's going to be some kind of injustice associated with this. I really get the idea here of people playing with things that are kind of outside of their control. And you're tired of fighting it. We have the High Priestess, the Wild Hunt, and we have another Death card. So, the High Priestess being secrets and knowledge, people ferreting that out. The Wild Hunt is an incredible phenomenon. And we have to go back to Giuseppe too before I close out the readings for this week. The Wild Hunt is kind of a mythical hunt. Let me see if I can find anything about it really briefly. It occurs in... Okay, so I pulled up the Wikipedia page. The Wild Hunt is a folklore motif that occurs in the folklore of various northern European cultures. Wild hunts typically involve a chase led by a mythological figure escorted by a ghostly or supernatural group of hunters engaged in pursuit. The leader of this hunt is often a named figure associated with Odin in Germanic legends, but may variously be a historical or legendary figure like Theodoric the Great, the Danish king Valdemar, Atterdag, the Welsh psychopomp Gwyn ap Nudd, biblical figures such as Herod, Cain, Gabriel, or the devil, or an unidentified lost soul or spirit, either male or female. The hunters are generally the souls of the dead or ghostly dogs, sometimes fairies, valkyries, or elves. So what better way to catch a high priestess than a ghostly apparition of a hunting party? And that's going to bring in the final change for you, Sagittarius. Maybe it'll bring you that much closer to this. All right, Giuseppe, let's pull some more cards. I'm going to put all these away. And we'll draw 3 more cards. If they don't bring us joy, we'll just put them back. Ah, yes. So this one is the Justice card. Now in the upright, we have everybody's favorite from the movie Hereditary, Payman. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding around. I did a demon sleepover about Payman. We also have the Star. So one thing about Payman is that while he is a demon king, he's also a djinn, as far as I could find from the information available to me, who grants wishes. He's very much about looking good, putting forward a good presentation. And that might be something that is tied up in this hopes and dreams being fulfilled here and justice being realized. Thank you, Giuseppe. So that is going to conclude the tarot readings for the fire signs this week. I'm gonna go now and do the crystals crying over on the members side of the channel. Until we meet again, I look forward to seeing you very soon.